Hello, this is the podcast, Zachary Deloney, and we're going to talk about certain issues that is really bothering me. So, without further ado, I'm going to go and start this motherfucking hangout. You know, today I want to ask Blaire a question. Are you fascinated with black people? Because look at the post that you wrote. You know, you know, it's mind-boggling. See, let's make the inner city, and then you call somebody autistic, and then you say, "Happy Martin Luther King Day." Unfortunately, Black Lives Matter activists have deviated from his approach. Let's look at the comment that he did. They claimed that Uncle Tom. It said that King would not support Black Lives Matter. You is not Martin Luther King, so you cannot say it in absolutes. Blah 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 blah. There's probably that white privilege as if it does. I agree with Blaire. That's a cuck. No, he would not. I bet Martin Luther King would. Black Lives Matter. It seems like they miss slavery, and white people know. Fuck Black Lives Matter. Shit, I have a dream that one day university has segregated space from black people only. No. See, this bitch is spearing hate. Let's. If she like black dick so much, let's do this clip. If she like black dick so much, you know, I'm gonna do this clip. If she like black dick so much, we gonna give. You'd be surprised. Ah, fuck. I need to do it again. Hold up. Fuck. You'd be surprised what a man that cold would do for a blanket. You wanna know what your boy did? I pulled my big black pecker out my pants and I made him crawl through the snow on all fours over to it. Then I grabbed me a handful of that black hair at the back of his head, and I stuck my big black Johnson right down his goddamn throat. And it was full of blood, so it was warm. Oh, you bet your sweet ass it was warm. And Chester Charles Smithers sucked on that warm black dingus for long as he could. Woo! You start to see pictures, ain't you? Yo, boy. Black dude, dingus in his mouth. Him shaking, him crying. And that's what you do. Because you like black dick, right? So that's what you do. hopefully she don't censor me for doing that because what did she wrote? This is the rhetoric that Harvey, Mr. Superboy 223. I'm gonna go to his video. I'm gonna go to his video and see why black people is the way it is, Blaire. Media. Look at his new video. Media tone towards black. 21 minutes and 39 seconds. So you basically saying, this is basically what you're saying. Let's look at these comments. Just look at these comments. Autistic. Okay. I'm gonna do a little history lesson because the bitch don't know what autistic is. DSM-5. Fuck me. DSM-5. Autism spectrum disorder. Let's look at it this redirect. Fuck, man. Okay, autism spectrum. I think this is a PDF version. Autism spectrum disorder. So basically, this is from the psychiatric people, and it got certain guidelines and certain criteria for autism spectrum disorder. You are being disingenuous because I know a couple of people that have autism that's in my pack, and know that they're gonna go and tell you to go fuck off. You sitting here thinking that you highly endowed, that's saying, oh, black people don't know what he fight for. He does. We is not the go along generation no more. We're the ones that saying, look, you fuck with us, we fuck with you. Why won't you make a video, Blaire? Why won't you make a video about white people don't do this to black people? Why you not making videos about that? But you sure will make a video about black people doing this or doing that or doing this to white people in a hard second. Because why? Because you disingenuous bitch. You sit up here saying black people did, black people is that, black people did that. I don't want to hear that you have black friends. I want to hear you saying, oh, I do this. You get on trans people for that. You get on the mother. You have your little fanboys go and harass people and do all that stuff on your name. You don't want to check them, now checking you. Check. Fucking bitch. Get out of here with this shit. Let's look. Autism spectrum disorder. We're gonna read about it. Oh shit. Oh man, I'm sorry. My computer is fucking acting up. My computer's fucking acting up on me lately. Okay. It's acting up. See, autism is a pre-deficit in social communication, social interaction, multiple contact manifest by the criteria currently in history, illustrated and not exhaustively. Deficit in social emotional, rampant raging for abnormal social approach and normal back and forth conversation to reduce the sharing of interest, emotion, or affect to fail to initiate the response to social interaction. Deficit is nonverbal communication used for social interaction, ranging from poorly integrated verbal nonverbal communicators to abnormality of eye contact, body language, and or deficit in understanding and to use gestures, total lack of facial expression, and nonverbal communication. Deficits is shown in maintaining understanding relationship ranging, for example, difficulty adjusting behavior suit to various social contact and difficult in sharing imaginary play and making friends to absent interest appears. So, Blaire, that's what the DSM-5 is saying. So you saying autistic? Fuck you. You basically is. So go fuck yourself, homie. Look at this. MLK will be rolling in his grave if you see what Black Lives Matter do. Oh hell no, they better leave Steve Harvey alone. That man is a national treasure. That man is a motherfucking coon in a handkerchief head. Because if he really cared about the black community, he would have did it when President Obama was in office. He would have said the same stuff. So that motherfucker is an opportunist, and I hate opportunists. These inner city doing well, that means Democrat will lose the vote and they can't have it. Would you assume that all black people are Democrats? Betterment of the community, the only thing you better have is my money. Yeah, remember he said something racist, said about black people. You fucking white male. See, you saying Martin Luther King will be doing that. Can you, Blaire, stop using Martin Luther King. Stop using that. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go to Phil from the Vibe show, and he have a very good commentary on some of the stuff this motherfucking bitch is saying. So I'm gonna go over to Phil's page of the Vibe show. Link will be in the description below. I'm gonna go and see what this is because this bitch is artistic. And go check out my homie, Professor Black Truth, because he does commentary every Wednesday and every Sunday. Okay, I need to look for the video. Okay, race soldiers. Okay, letters that send to Martin Luther King. Listen up, Blaire, because you saying Martin Luther King do this. This is what your white folks does when he does it.
Making video.
So I'm gonna let you look at this video. I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
You know, a lot of times when I'm not making videos, I'm always doing a lot of research. And when you do a lot of research into different things, you're trying to educate yourself. And one thing I had saw a while back, and I never really covered this, was some of the letters that were sent to Martin Luther King. Now, Martin Luther King is the guy that a lot of the white conservatives, white liberals, and even the white supremacists say that we need to be like Martin Luther King. He was such a great man, and he would be turning over in his grave some of the stuff we say and some of the things that we do. Mind you, they do not ever tell you that Martin Luther King would probably be here today to instruct us on what we need to do if they did not kill him. Black people did not kill Martin Luther King. Always remember that. And anytime they try to throw that mess in your face about Martin Luther King, tell them the same thing. I'm just telling you, well, he would be here if y'all wouldn't have killed him. But that's beside the point. Now, Martin Luther King, even though all this great stuff they say about him now, and because they can control his legacy, but when he was alive, some of the things that they told him was very similar to what they tell me in my comment section, or maybe tell you on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Black Spot if you have joined Black Spot. But let's look at some of these letters and let's see how similar they are to today's comments that even show up on my YouTube page. So as we scroll down, we have one letter, and it says, "Sir, Los Angeles, Des Moines, Omaha, Chicago, and Cleveland are not in Mississippi, nor the Deep South. What about the violence by blacks in these cities?" Now, what does that sound like? The exact same thing. And they even got Chicago in there too. What is this black power business? If it is a threat to whites, why should whites not retaliate? Why should whites hire blacks, listen to them on TV, radio, amusement shows, or employ them in any capacity? Black power, how have you been? And this whitey business, and get whitey. Hope you stove lids or niggers do not think you will frighten anyone with get whitey. Now, this great man that they love so much. This is the letters they were sending to him. And you see how similar it sounds to the comments we get today? Let's go down to another one. Mr. King, hang your head in shame. You're responsible for all these riots and havoc in this country today. Same thing they say about the Black Lives Matter movement or anybody else who's speaking against white supremacy. The same things. These people have not changed at all. Another one, Reverend Martin Luther King. Why is it you never refer to a thing like this as brutality? The niggers can do anything and no one says a word or raises a finger. Why? The hatred between the races is now at an all-time peak and will, I guess, wax, I don't know what he's saying, get worse as the niggers continue to beat, rape, and murder white women and girls. A former friend of the Negro, now a nigger hater. I'm just reading it as it was sent to him. So it's the same thing we see today. Why don't you talk about black people in your videos when they do things to white people? And the same Dylan Roof stuff as you see about this raping business. And I've told y'all so many times, black men don't need to rape no white women. I'm going to tell you the straight truth. White women chase black men. We don't have to go looking for them. See, but in their mindset, if a white woman's having consensual relations with a black man, that's rape to them. That's how they feel about that. Because they know, and I even read a whole article, and I probably need to do a video on this article. It's funny why this white dude wrote an article why you shouldn't get with a white woman that been with a black man. I mean, he wrote a long article. It was the funniest thing I ever read in my life. And those, he's talking about the hatred between the races. Anytime this hatred between the races means that you're calling out white supremacy, which Dr. King was doing that. And it's hatred between the races, because as long as you're a docile slave, and as long as you stay quiet and don't say anything about them beating you, killing you, oppressing you.
Just like Blaire wants, she wants people to get beaten, all that other stuff that he said. So continue.
You can't even create your own businesses. You can't create websites. You can't do nothing because you're keeping hate between the races. Let's go ahead and continue. Dear Dr. King, I always admire you for your fairness before, but now you're seen to change. Now you know there is bad and good among all people, black or white, but you don't point out any faults at all of your own people, just the whites. Now, what does that sound like? How many times have they sent me the same thing? See, y'all tell me to be like Dr. King when I am being like Dr. King, because this is the letters y'all sent to him. So it makes me feel actually honored that you guys are starting to view me a little bit like Dr. King, just a little bit, because this is the same comments you guys sent to him. I mean, this is just amazing, isn't it? Let's go ahead and scroll down here. Another one. Mr. King, how can you be a minister and have such hatred in your heart for the white race and the nation in general? Like Walter Winchell said, if you hate us all so much in our government, why don't you be gentleman enough to return that Nobel Peace Prize that we bestowed upon you as a great honor, so we can give it to someone who really deserves it, like that poor Negro and whoever they're trying to talk about. So I guess a little plaque and award from them, you're supposed to just shut up, be docile, not speak up for the evil that's going on against your people in the hands of white supremacy. Another one. Dear Martin Luther, you are certainly most aptly named in view of the vast fraud you are perpetrating upon the American people as a group, with special emphasis on your own people, who one day soon, I hope, will find out what you really are. It certainly must take unmitigated gall to ask the public, particularly whitey, for funds to keep you and your ilk rolling along in the matter the country, indicating your association with gangs of hoodlums to further your cause, are tangible evidence that your false image is beginning to catch up with you as well as others. I believe and contribute to any cause for advancing human dignity, but in your case, I'm awaiting the day when the brilliant Nobel Peace Prize Committee admits that you were the biggest mistake they ever made. With the best of bad luck to you, I am Whitey. So I'm gonna tell you what that's about. At one point in time, Dr. King was having the Deacons of Defense march with him. If anybody knows your Black history and know about the Deacons of Defense, you know that they march with guns and stuff like that to protect against the Ku Klux Klan and crooked police and all others attacking the marchers. Now, Dr. King didn't carry guns, but they carried guns. So, in the minds of the white supremacists, how dare black people arm up and protect themselves against terrorism? But this is the letters that was sent to the great Dr. King that they say that we need to be like. Just remember this. Here's another one. Reverend Martin Luther King, dear sir, I am doing what I think every responsible citizen of this nation should do, protesting to you because of your incitement of Negroes to conduct threatening the peace and safety of the nation, which and not is fully responsible in its dealing with any group with which we are connected. In our defense and hope, it would be well if every American Negro compared his position and opportunity with that of his race in other countries. He would find that none does the Negro have the advantages the United States gives him. You are trying to force an integration instantaneously, which can be achieved only with time. There's no such thing as nonviolent demonstrations for the simple reason that they excite to violence, which is shown by the riots now reported, as justified as may be many of the demands Negroes make, and they scratch that out. They are not the only matter of importance in the world. Now, and they keep going on and on and on. So, standing up for your freedom and rights is going to, they say, incite violence. They don't like that sort of thing, as you heard. And how many times have you heard this? Well, black people in America today, they're treated better than any other country in the world. And yet, they never show any evidence of that. They don't talk about the African billionaires they do have in those countries. They don't show nobody else to prove that to anybody except their propaganda. That's what they love to say. Basically, you should be happy to live in the system of white supremacy. You should be happy to have your foot on the neck. You don't own anything. You don't control anything. You should be happy with that. What are you mad about? How dare you, Martin Luther King? But this is the guy that they say we need to be like. So when you're speaking up, you're being like Dr. King. And that's it on at least this here. But this is what I'm saying here. When these people use all this crap against you, they created that particular narrative about Dr. King. They did that. So until you start researching yourself and looking into things, then it will help you to peel those onion layers back of those lies and get to the actual truth. So the truth is, whether in the 60s or today, they don't want you to stand up for your freedoms. They don't want you to stand up for your rights. Hell, they don't want you to be self-sufficient. And one minute they tell you to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and then you start trying to do that, and then you're racist or you're segregating yourselves, because this is how these people are too. And it's something that just amazed me. I'm going to talk about this further. They remind me of someone, let's say you're living in their house, and while you're living in their house, they complain what time you come in, complain what time you leave, complain when you go to bed, complain when you get up, complain that you're in the refrigerator, complain that you're eating the food, complain you're in the bathroom, complain. Then you get tired of being treated that way. So you know what? I don't need to live in these people's house. I need to get my own house. So you tell them, look, I'm leaving. I already put a down payment down on a house, and I'm going to have my own house. And in the moment you packing your stuff, they'll tell you, why you hate me so much? Why are you segregating away from me? Why you want to be away from me? I don't understand that. We need to be together, but yet you want to be in control of the whole thing. See, that's the thing. They want us subjugated underneath them. And even when it comes to the internet, like, they know exactly what I promote. They know what I push for. And the real white people, the John Brown abolitionist spirit white people, get it. But the white supremacists, or those who have white supremacist sympathies, they don't like what I do. So, but yet they'll come here every day and listen to the videos, complain, and everything else. But it is what it is. They have a sick obsession with us, brothers and sisters. I know that. I'm just really trying to peer into their psychology to understand what is their sick obsession, because it's hard to find a link why. I have a little theory why, but I just don't want to put that theory out yet. So when they tell you to be like Dr. King, we're being like Dr. King every day on this channel. Thank you for comparing me to Dr. King. I'll try my best to make him proud, especially to Dr. King the last 2 years of his life. My whole life's work is definitely to do things that's real good for the community and definitely for the world. So, you know, the white supremacists, I appreciate your comments. I thank you for the encouragement because, hey, to be like Martin Luther King is not a bad person to be like. Give me your thoughts, everybody. Let me know what you think about these letters. It sounds just like the trolls of today. Share the video, like the commentary, and subscribe.
There we go. So Blaire. So Blaire, so you want? I want to go back to this comment. She's saying, "Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's unfortunate that Black Lives Matter activists have deviated so far from his approach." We, you know, we debunked that. So we debunked that. So that's what it is. You know, we debunked her facts. So we just debunked it. She said what it is. Why are you so worried about black people? Why are you so worried about them? You know, why you worried? You know, why you worried about us? Can you go one full day without harping over us? Can you do that? No. And let me go so okay. Let's go back to my video manager. I got 6 thumbs down in this video. And let me look at the comment. And no comments. I want to show you. 6 thumbs down, no likes. 1 thumb down, 4 thumbs down. One thumbs down. 10 thumbs down. And these are my earlier video. 3 thumbs up. So people in their fifi, because you talk about their dear leader. You talk about their dear leader. They going and doing that. I'm kind of surprised they haven't flagged me yet. Or they try to flag me and it didn't work. Shit. Nobody's giving a fuck about Blaire and what she think about what it is. She worried about black people. That's why I wonder, do you like black dick? Huh? Do you like black dick? That's the question I want to know. If you're so worried about black people, do you want a black person to stick their dick in you? Oh no, because you think that black people is inherently monsters and all this other stuff and all this. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you to have this dialogue conversation about it. First you go and attack trans people, then you go and attack trans children because you going and treading in treacherous water about how they can raise their kid once they come out. So you talking about their parental skills, which that constitute an ass whooping. You talk about trans people because how they make you look bad, that constitute an ass whooping. So you speaking up for it and it constitute an ass whooping. Then you talking about you have the fucking galls, the literally fucking galls to go and say Happy Martin Luther King Day because Black Lives Matter don't do. Whoa. We try to do the shit the right way. We try to do the shit the way that it is legal, and then nobody don't do us any justice if we do it the legal way. So we do it the other way. You don't like it. Maybe if we was treated, let me say, maybe if we get treated right, then that's what it is. Maybe if we get treated right, maybe that would happen. And I'm sorry I have to say this shit, but I wish all the bad shit from her. I wish that she got that she get testicular cancer. Yeah, I fucking said it. And you're gonna be saying, "Oh, Zach, you can't be doing that because you wishing on your enemy." So what? What the fuck she doing? All she doing is on her high horse and thinking, "Hey, Black Lives Matter is this. Black Lives Matter is a bunch of piece of shit." He. Enough talking about her. See, you know. Mm-hmm. I want to tell you something, Blaire, that you don't understand. You need to shut the fuck up, you fucking tranny ass bitch, and get your facts straight. Black people is not inherently violent. If we're gonna deal with the violence, don't sugarcoat it. Y'all was the ones that are responsible, and you can't put it all on the Democrats. You have to put the Republican because the Republican know that there's a problem. They could have went in and helped at any time. They failed to do that, so you can't put this all on the Democratic Party. You cannot put it all on the Democratic Party. You can't. I'm sorry, you can't put it all on the Democrat, all these Democrat people do it. You, Tommy Lauren, Fox News, or what I like to call it, fake news, and all the other people. Hold up, in the middle of the video. And fake news and all these other news organizations that demonize black people. If you don't have nothing nice to say about what we do and what we accomplish and all that other stuff, just go shut the fuck up and go fuck yourself hard in the ass. You love black dick. You just want a black dick in your ass because you want to know how that shit feels. I'm just tired of you, bitch. I really am. You know where to find me. You know if you want to get in contact with me. My 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 information is on the link below. So if you want to get in contact with me, feel free to do that. If not, I'm going to continue to expose you for the bitch you are. Other people going to expose your talking point and expose the fact that you really don't care. You don't. Because if you really care generally about the races or the race thing, the race relation, you would not be so dismissive and saying, happy Martin Luther King Day, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter been quiet lately. Can you just leave them the fuck alone? They quiet lately. They haven't even did anything. They just been quiet. Can you shut up? But I digress. And with this is the end of my broadcast. I'm gonna make another announcement about the whole Los Angeles County homeless count that going on from the 24th to the 26th uh, in all of Los Angeles County. So if you want to know for sure, type in your Google search engine homeless count 2017. I'll also be at the Women's March after the KKK candidate Trump take in office. The fight for women's rights, something that Blaire don't understand, even though that she transformed to a woman. I rather call my friend Zoe a woman, even though that she transitioned to a more of a bigger woman than her, because you throwing all transsexuals under the bus, you fucking bitch. I hope somebody come and get you. I hope you get your nigga moment. You gonna get your nigga moment. And when you get your nigga moment, you gonna get your nigga moment like it's never tomorrow. And that much says, I'm done with this broadcast. This is Zachary. Peace and love to you and all. Goodbye, everybody, and I love you all.